What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukashu. We are back with another Musume video on the global side, and we are pretty much gonna start, I guess, prepping for the CM. I guess I should. And if I'm being honest, I didn't really train since Thursday. If I'm being honest, pretty much was just focusing on JP, but. What can I do? What can I say? It is. It's like I've said this whole time. It is it is my main version, obviously. So, or my main account. So today's video, we are gonna see what we can do if we can train possibly a decent enough Teio for the CM. Funny enough, I did train Teio for the JP video as well. So. I did decide that I guess today would just be a Teio day for the videos. As for the setup, we're gonna go back and use the 2 speed, 2 stamina, 1 wise, and the friend card that I believe I've been using recently. Recently as in, I think the gold chip video and also the winning ticket one, I think. And we're gonna give it another try. So 2 speed with special week and keep my Kita card. 2 stamina with Mayano and borrowing a Super Creek. Fine Motion Wise card and the Aoi friend card. And we'll just get the run started. And then I'll get the comments ready up. But yeah, I haven't trained in global pretty much since Thursday. Actually, I haven't touched global at all since Thursday. When I when I logged in, it showed me the new banner, and I was like, "Yep, I really didn't log in." But I guess it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Hopefully I can get some speed because it is fairly low. Oh, and if you didn't realize, I did manage to finally get Teio to level 5. Or I guess potential 5. So we'll see how that goes as well, I guess. I don't know if I mentioned who I was planning to bring. Obviously, my picks would be between Teio, Cap. As for that 3rd spot, not too sure who I would bring. Haven't thought about it, I'm being honest. If I think about who I have, I don't know. Might be a random pick, unless no, who's coming up? I believe I saw the schedule. I think Saiyan Sky was next. I don't think I'm gonna pull for Saiyan Sky. I don't think I will. So there's that. Speed is kind of low. I don't feel comfortable going into the debut race with that low of a speed. Plus, couldn't train it as much. Most of my training went to stamina. But let's see what we can do. Hopefully we can at least win the debut and then make up speed after. Then, okay. At least we were able to do that. And I guess this would be... okay. To go over the comments now. All right. Looks like there will be 2 batches of comments because there's only 2 people who commented. And the first batch we'll be going over is from Nova. Wedding Mayano. I'm not pulling. Got her on my JP already. Not really sure who to pull with my 30k. Just pull for wherever you want. That's pretty much what I'm gonna do. Doesn't matter if I have them in my JP account or not at this point. At least, yeah, that's pretty much my approach at this point. Failing that 15%. Oh well. I don't know who you would pull for. I mean, it's not like you are trading for anything in global. You're not even gonna do to see him. So at this point, I feel like you're just... I don't even know if you're just logging in. That is also the other thing I'm unsure of. I think you are just for the free... just for the login stuff. But other than that... yeah, I don't see it. If you didn't even bother training... well, I can kind of understand because it's not really... you don't really have much, but... I mean... at the same time, it's still kind of just... if you're not going to train for the events and all that... I kind of don't really expect you to even have a plan of who you want to pull or not. Next comment from Nova says, guess what? I actually had to use that said Uma for grandparent. Winning ticket? I don't, for who? For who? If you're talking about global, I guess. But I don't know. Replaying a game like Persona 5? Sure, I can see myself doing that. Replaying a gacha on another server? Oof. That's not the life I want, coach. Yeah. Sounds about right. Which kind of explains my lack of training in global, because I'd rather spend that extra time training in JP. As for other games, specifically Persona 5, since you mentioned Persona 5, I think I've done three normal runs, or not three normal, 3 runs in 3 playthroughs in the original Persona 5, and then when Royale came out, I just played it once. But there have been lots of games actually in the past that I have replayed. Rashawn says, I was gonna say, but I'm having fun on JP, but it's basically a different game. Yeah, there's a whole big difference between JP and global. Going from JP to global just feels like the biggest downgrade, if I'm gonna be honest. And then Nova says, Uma cooking simulator. I got 3-star speed and medium, but not enough white factors. Time to put that bad Uma back into the oven. And then the last comment from Nova says, you used to go ham on Uma pools. What happened? I don't think I need to explain myself again. It's just got to the point where I just needed to prioritize my support cards more. For the most part, I've only just been pulling in the anniversaries and Golden Week and New Year's, probably. That's pretty much it. And then the off chance that I'd pull for an Uma outside of those, which I probably only did once so far. And then Rashawn says he locked in, of course. Reject Uma, embrace meta cards. I wouldn't really say embracing the meta cards, because at the same time I don't find myself using them if they don't have enough limit breaks or dupes in them. So it is what it is. It is what it is. It just didn't make sense to pull for Umas that I most likely probably won't use as much. So that's basically made it easier for me to not pull for a lot of Umas, rather than I'd rather just pull for Umas that I know I'll use more. Although some sacrifices had to be made depending on how close it is to the anniversary or not, which last year was the Randall. But it is what it is. I'm pretty sure once I do get her randomly, I'll most likely end up using her. But as of right now, nope. Oh, I should probably rest here. With that being said, that's pretty much it for all the comments from Nova. Thank you, Nova, for all the comments, and Rashawn for replying. Next comments are going to be from Rashawn. And Rashawn says, is it Ryan? LMAO. It is Ryan. You guessed correctly. Yeah, 1K stamina is pretty rough. I guess it's time for Goshi to shine again, since she's probably going to dominate. Probably. And then my team is probably going to be Tachyon, my goat, Goshi, +1. Not sure yet. It's funny because we're in the same situation where that +1 is... Who knows who could it be? And then 3-star speed, woohoo. Eh. It is what it is. Not really. If I had rested, I probably would have gotten that 48, but oh well. Do I see myself using, I guess we're talking about winning ticket as a parent? Nah, I don't know. Maybe not. But with that being said, thank you, Rashawn and Noah, for the comments. Appreciate it as always. And with that being said, we'll just focus on getting the rest of the run done. And I'll see you guys at the end of the run. All right, guys. Well, I don't think we have enough stamina. We only got like 700, 750, I think. Speed is also on the lower end, but and back to getting B pluses, but pretty much bounce around B plus and A here and there. Ended up with 879 speed, 747 stamina, 632 power, 356 guts, and 598 wise. And no S aptitude. I believe most of my like inheritance was based on long distance and leader, but I'm not too sure. But with that being said, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys didn't make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Let me know how you guys are, how your prep for the CM is going along, and if you are planning to pull for any of the future characters, because I forgot who else besides Saiyan Sky was planned to release, but any of the future characters coming out this month, I guess. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description. And with that being said, guys, thank you once again, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.